How's it going, guys? CalFayD here, and welcome to a new series I'll be doing on my channel, and this is Kerbal Space Program. And Kerbal Space Program is mainly a simulation game where you fly around space and go to other planets. It's a made-up solar system, so yeah, there's made-up planets and stuff, but it's really fun, this game, and hopefully I can do maybe a campaign with you, even though it don't really have a campaign built in, but try to fly some ships around. But today we're going to be playing a scenario so I can show you the game in its detail and how you fly around. What we'll be doing is we will be on a space station. Yeah, a space station. We'll be on a space station that's orbiting Kerbal, which is the Earth, and we need to fly to the Moon, which is the Moon. So I'll do that, and I'll show you guys how to play. Maybe you want me to, I will do. So as it loads, it's kind of laggy when it loads at the moment. I'm on 1 FPS, and the graphics, the frame rate that I'm getting as I play this game is really bad. At the moment I'm on 14 FPS. I hope it's okay. It might just be the game. But anyway, so this is this is Kerbal Space Program in all its glory, to be honest, except the map. So you've got the Moon, which is this and around here. Then you've got Mimas, and as you go into the solar system, we have Eve, we have Moho, we have Kerbal, no, we have Duna, we have Drez, we have Jewel, and we have Elu. Now, the good thing is that them two's planetary orbits don't cross, otherwise you could have a really bad time in the game. But the most interesting one is actually Jewel. So if I got in onto Jewel, look how many moons it has. It has Leaf and loads. Even like, oh, this one even has water on it. So that's mainly a gas giant, you can't fly into that. But I'm gonna get right into this game, so I don't want to have this video going on for long, as it's mainly a starter video. But anyway, so there's our space station, and what we're going to do is we are going to get this space shuttle, go to the Moon, and then fly our way back and land on Kerbal. So anyway, we need someone to man this, otherwise we can't get anywhere. So what we have to do first is, well, that one that didn't have any, did it not, there we go. Yeah, for some reason I can't give fuel to that, but anyway, so what we want to do is we want to get one Kerbal out of here into the space shuttle. So we'll choose Sigbro, nice name, and we click either because then he gets out. And press space to let go. Now we got to press R so he turns on his engines, and what we're going to do is we're going to go down and we're going to get into the hatch of the spaceship. So F grab, wait, I missed, no, wait, I haven't even zoomed in enough to have a look, right. Okay, so we're going to grab onto the space shuttle, there we go, F board. Now we're back on the ship again, looking around like, yeah, fantastic, blah blah blah. So now Sigbro is in his cockpit there, and we're going to set that as control from here. So there we go. Now it's still look at that ship. I think this is a bit buggy because I can't actually get it to link up. So where's the docking port? Control from here. There we go. Right, okay, so now we're going to detach the spaceship. So undock. 3, 2, 1, go. And there we are, we've undocked, and now we're flying away from our own ship because when it undocks it gives a little bit of push, so you're not going to collide. Now what we have to do is we have to turn our RCS on. We need to push forward a little, and not enough to actually knock the spaceship, otherwise that would be really bad. Press space so we activate our engines and fly forward a little bit without knocking the space center out of its orbit. Oh, we nudged it a bit. No! Oh, whoa, guys, we kind of just had a problem and knocked off the solar panels, but we won't be returning anyway. But we shouldn't have been doing that. Well, we shouldn't have done that. So this is our spaceship. It looks really cool, and now we're gonna try get into an orbit around the Moon. And to do this, you can do two things. You can use maneuvers, or you can do it freehand, but it's best to do it with maneuvers. And we don't want to do it like that. We want to do it at the other side, because that bit's messed up. So let me remove that node quickly. There we go. So the ascending node, we have to add a node, and then we want to expand it out, and this should actually get a collision with the moon, like there. Did you see that then? It went purple. Let me try and get that again. Like that. So we'll have that much of a time to get into Kerbin's orbit, not Kerbin's, into the moon's orbit. We can also go for Mimbus if we wanted to, but I think that's a bit too far for this ship because I did test beforehand. So what we have to do now is we have to, well, we kind of have to line up our ship with the blue part on the gimbal. I can't. This is a weird name. I can't think of it. What's it called? Oh no, I didn't want RCS on. I think it's a gimbal. Hold on. Yeah, lock gimbal. So what we have to do is we have to lock onto the blue logo, and then we need to time warp to this specific area. But I'm gonna quick save just in case anything happens, and I can just go back to it again. Then we're gonna fly around. It tells us how long it's gonna be until we reach the maneuver node, and I think it's on the light side of the Earth. Yep, it is. Light side of Kerbin, I should say. So at the moment, it looks like we're going to be flying straight into the into Kerbin, but we won't be. So there's the moon in its full glory, and now in about 4 minutes, we're going to be powering our engines and going into the moon's orbit. So now we're just waiting for it to go back down to probably like 3 seconds before you fire up. Maybe we can lock that on a tad bit more just to make sure. And I've apparently skipped it because I started time warp on. So let's just go straight away. As there you go, you can see our jet's powering up. We can have a look from here. Rotation doesn't really matter in this game. And so you can change it if you want to. I think I'm going to change it wrong way. And then that bar that you can see going down tells me whereabouts, well, how long it's going to be until I need to stop powering up my engines. So as you can see, our orbit is now going out, which is what it needs to do, and it lagged a bit there. I'm sorry about that. So now we're like 1.3 meters away from Earth, 1.5 meters, 1.5 meters. That's not even far. 2 million meters, so it'll be around 200k kilometers, maybe. So we have to keep powering until that goes down to 0, that meters per second there. Or meters a second, not per second. And I have a little tip for you guys. Press X, and what it does is it turns off the engine straight away, so that's pretty cool. Now we have to keep following this blue thing even though it keeps turning around, so power up the engines a bit more. I've got to follow it around. I'm in an orbit yet. Right, I have a bit of an orbit, so I'm just going to stop there. And now we've got to wait. So we're going to quick save this again. So in case anything happens, we can come back here again. And we're going to try sort out our rotation, because I want to at least have a flat ship as I come into this. So you need to line it up like so. And even though it's pointing down, yeah, it's really weird. Even though it's pointing down, we'll point it up then. And shut up. So we're gonna point it up now. Can I close that hatch? Because that's toggle. Yeah. So let's close that hatch now, which is pretty cool. So what we're gonna do now is just wait for our destination. So I'm gonna go into map view. I'm gonna start time warping until we get around about. Actually, we are not into an orbit. Right, I just noticed then we are in a proper orbit. So I need to quickly change this around. Right. We're still not in an orbit. We've screwed it up, guys. We've actually screwed it up a bit. So we've got to try and get into a moon orbit. I was looking at the orange line where it actually says it was going to put me in an orbit. So what we have to do is here is we have to try to get the moon and the ship to me, even though we're wasting a bit of fuel doing this. It might take a long while, maybe. There we go. So now we definitely have a orbit on the moon. So what we have to do now is we've got to find the green logo that has a cross through it. So if I press T on that, that'll put SAS on and it'll turn me to it. Even though it'll probably turn around as a time warp, at least we're in an orbit, I guess, so we can quick save again. And I only just noticed about quick save, so I've been doing this all this time and not noticed that I can actually quick save. We're going to remove that node that I had, so we don't need it anymore. There we go. I'm going to turn RCS fuel on, and now once it's lined up, it's taken a while. There you go. Right, so we're lined up with that. So now we can time warp for like a tad while. I'm getting right pins and needles in my foot. Sorry, that was off. So go. Yep, we missed it by a tad bit. So that's what happens if you time warp a bit too much. But don't worry, there's still a solution to this. Did it do it? Yep, did it. All we gotta do is once it loads, we've got to just time warp again. So that's what the quick save does. It's really, really cool. And I would have been in bother if I didn't do that then. So we've got to time warp till we get around about the thing. So slow it down a bit here. So we're about to reach it now. And once we hit it, we've got to try and close down our orbit. So what will happen is, so there we go. What we want to do is we want to slow down our orbit with the Earth, so then we start orbiting with the Moon. And I don't know, probably most of you might already know about this if you watch other YouTubers do it, or just if you're a scientist. But so now we need to slow down our approach, twisting the ship around as well, even though I'm wasting a bit of time. So there we go, got SAS on. Now I've got to look at the map. I shouldn't be time warping. Oops. Now, I'm going to toggle that up, and we're going to start slowing down our orbit. And as you slow down your orbit, this actually expands here. From here, we can also see Gilly, apparently. So if we look... Wait, I don't think we can actually see it properly, but we'll have a look in a minute. So as you can see, as you slow it down around the moon, it'll actually change your orbit path like really a lot. So we've almost slowed it down. We're slowing it down a bit more. And now we have an orbit with the moon. So now what we want to do is we want to get closer to the moon. Now I'm just going to make sure if you can actually see Gilly from here, because I ain't actually seen any planets from like far away yet. Gilly should be around about here, but I don't think I can see Gilly, I don't think, and I don't think I can see Juno. So anyway, what I want to do now is we can see the moon. If we don't change our directory, we're going to crash straight into the moon. So what we want to do is we need to find this here. We need to press R on that to change us around. It slows us down a bit. That's all I mainly use it for. So I get really close and just try to turn it down. Where are you going? I actually don't know where my ship's going now. So we've got a lot of time, don't worry, before we actually reach the surface. We have that long, I think, or is that away from Earth? I think that might be away from Earth, because it might still think that we're in Earth's orbit. So now we need to press T, so we turn SES on, and we need to start quick warping towards the moon. Now you might think, what a stupid idea. But in, right, okay, right, we need to press F5. I kind of went a bit too far then, but we should have enough time. We've got a long way, but we're losing things fast. So now we need to start and pushing our orbit back up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this node here. I've done it differently. This is actually really weird from the other one that I did. This will start coming down because I'm slowing down my orbit as I crash into the Earth, or the moon. The Earth, this is not the Earth. And then once it's slowed down enough, what I'll then do is I will find 90 degrees, which is that one, I think. And this determines like where that ain't 90, that one's 90. And then what we have to do is now is we press T on the 90 symbol, even though it's different on Earth from this, and then we just power up our engines again. Now, I don't think we'll have enough fuel to get back, but this is going to make our orbit around the moon. So this is pretty cool. We're just going to extend it out a bit, just to show you guys. And now, we'll be in an orbit around the moon. There we go. Right, guys, sorry about that. I accidentally cut off the recording because I accidentally pressed the Windows key, even though this is a full game. So we got our orbit around the moon. And, yeah. So now, if we wanted to, we can go back to Earth. Should we go back to Earth? I think we need to go back to Earth. So what we have to do is we now need to go to well, we can just keep powering up here, I guess. So we need to turn SAS off again and go to this node, the circle node, which is it expands your orbit. So once we get our orbit out, we'll join back up into Kerbin's orbit. And we want to try get as much of a slingshot onto Kerbit as we can. Kerbit, lol. What we'll do is, I don't even think we'll get back into Kerbit. I keep calling it Kerbin. So, could leave him here. We could try and get back to, because we should try and get back to the docking station, but we won't even have enough time to do that. The only thing we can do now is to let the orbit go back to Kerbin, and hopefully someone can come and rescue us on our mission. And yeah, because now we can't really do out because we've got no fuel left, even though I had done it before. And I will tell you again, I had done it before, but anyway. Oh, it's been a good day today. So we're going to time warp again. We're going to quit save just in case. And now we're still in the moon's orbit, but we won't be now. We are now in Kerbin's orbit. We're going to use the rest of the fuel as we can, even though we're probably going to run out. There we go, we've run out of fuel. And we got so close to Kerbin. Actually, that's not even close, but we're going to be floating out here, stranded out here for the rest of our lives, unless we meet the moon again, and it might knock our trajectory a bit more. But yeah, he'll still alive, Stigbro, you're still alive. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Kerbal Space Program. It might have been a bit of a long episode, so I might cut it, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is Kerbal Space Program, and I will see you in my next episode. See you later.